not about me. This call is not about my mom, Lori, or even our fearless leader, John. This call is about each and every single one of you guys and really what you guys have been able to accomplish. And we're super, super excited to be able to introduce you guys to John Mallott, who I had the privilege to meet back in December for the very first time out in California. And I just want to run over some numbers with you guys to really show you what this team is doing. And this is not a testament to me or Lori or John. This is a testament to your guys' work ethic, your guys' integrity, your guys' loyalty, your guys' passion and desire to go out and achieve a better future for each and every single one of you guys. So let me run over these numbers real quick. Since January 15th, this team alone has rank advanced 53 total times. All right, I'm going to say that again. Since January 15th, this team alone has been able to rank advance 53 total times. And I look at that and it's absolutely mind-blowing for the fact that there's people on this call right now that have been in this industry for 7 years and have never earned a paycheck, but they're hitting the third rank in our company. They're out there smashing producer. They're out there smashing builder. They're out there smashing mover, and that is amazing. It's so amazing that we found a home, that each and every single one of us have been able to find a home that we are truly, truly passionate about. And again, that is not a testament to me or Lori or anyone else. That is testament to the leaders on this call, the people out in the field making this happen. So what I want to do is introduce you guys to some of the leaders and their teams that are out there rank advancing month after month after month that are seeing the most results. And the first gentleman I want to introduce you to, and let me tell you about this guy. I met this guy about 2.5 years ago in our previous company. He is outgoing. Every time you see him, he has a smile on his face. He is one of the most heartfelt leaders I have ever met in my entire life, the biggest heart, and he grows personally every single day. Whether he's having a good day or he's having a bad day, I know I'll get a text from this gentleman saying it's a great day to have a great day. And to see him not have any success in network marketing before, to see him not have success in direct sales before, and come over here and start to lead an organization of his own is absolutely incredible. And this gentleman is Dane Prunk. So Dane, I'm super proud of you for everything you've accomplished, man. You went out there, you smashed mover, you're building a huge organization, and honestly, dude, there's not enough I can say about you. So feel free to take it away, buddy.
All right, can you hear me? All right, perfect. Thanks, Tom. I can't express with words how much I appreciate you and your mom and the impact that you guys have had, not only on my career, but on my self-worth and my willingness to get out of bed every day. Like, this family seriously is huge for me. Like, it has revolutionized my life. And I think part of our culture out here in Oregon that we want to build in is to treat people right and train people right, because even if you don't make a business partner, you at least make a friend. And that, first and foremost, you and your mom have been friends to me. And that is like, thank you so much for the kind words, and thanks for your friendship. I appreciate it. I am so stoked to be on this call right now. I just can't even. All right. I have a few assigned topics to talk about so that we can kind of elaborate on what's going on over here. And I'm going to start with shout outs. I'm going to start with who's doing what in this team. I'm proud to announce that my enroller, Miss Taylor Alexandra, hit producer. She's been in this industry for years. She is getting traction. She's seeing results. And I can tell you from the group chats we're in, she is lit. Taylor is on fire right now. She's having fun. Her daughter, Tessa, is one of the cutest little girls. She's so sweet. Like, Tessa's awesome. I chose to enroll through Taylor just so that everything we do here benefits them, like, as a family, right? So I'm happy. I'm proud that Taylor's hitting producer and crushing ranks. Michelle Mace is actually cross-line with me. She's another one of Taylor's leaders out here, and she crushed mover. Michelle and I both crushed mover this month. Shout outs for sure. Rylan hit producer, and this is his first month, I think, ever in the industry. I don't think he has any network marketing experience. And now this guy, I can't. like he's my brother. I've known him since he was born, right? This guy's on fire. He likes to give me credit because I've held steady to this, and I've kept my dreams in front of me, and I'm helping inspire him. But I'm telling you right now that this kid over here, this guy over here, is the only reason that I crushed Mover this month. Like, him and his wife came into this, and he's hired his boss, he's hired their dog, he is he's on fire. Like, my brother is lighting this up, and he crushed Producer. He actually had enough volume to crush Mover, and he tried to align his tree. Long story short, he's already Producer again this month, and he's got eyes on Shaker by the end of the month, Influencer by June, easy. And I just want to say that Lexi, his wife, also hip builder, she just graduated from cosmetology school. And so she's got 2 businesses going right now. She's building 2 clienteles. She's got kits on the shelf at her shop, and she's killing the game. She's having fun, learning lots, learning fast. Influencer by June is kind of where we're at as far as future projections with our sites on. Influencer by June, and I am so excited to hear what John has to say about that later. Thank you guys for your time. This is amazing. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for reaching out of your comfort zone. I know that this is not always easy, but I know it's always worth it. It's always worth it. This stuff right here, these 7 skills of network marketing, will change your life. It will allow, it's a platform for true impact and a true legacy. I have a tattoo that says, "What should a legend do?" And this is the answer that I've found. Over the last 5 years, this company has shown itself as what's going to be our family legacy. And I'm stoked. I'm going to throw it back over to Tom. I don't want to take up too much time. Tom, my brother, take it away, man.
Dane, I absolutely love you, man. Congratulations to you and what your team is accomplishing, man. And truly, it's a true testament to really your heart and your loyalty and your drive to helping each and every single person go out there and achieve their dreams, man. And you know, honestly, I can't say enough about that. So to you and your team, Lexi, Wyatt, Michelle, Taylor, Dane, you know, Rylan, and the rest of you guys, congratulations on your rank advancements, man. I can't be more proud of you, and I know Lori feels the same way. And you know, you hit it right there on the head. You know, all roads lead to convention in June and Influencer on deck. So I'm super proud of you guys. The next people I want to introduce tonight is they are like another mother and father to me. I also met them in our last company through a Zoom call. And although we weren't extremely passionate about what we were doing, we knew that this industry was the answer. And when Lori hit them up back in January, it was a quick phone call. It was like, "Hey, I think I found a home. Drive out to Vegas. You need to be there." And without even question, they were there at that event, at the pre-launch event. And over the course of the last 3 months, this past month, they just went out and smashed the rank of Shaker. So Steve and Jewel Harker, congratulations on your guys' rank advancement, and I would love for you guys to take it away. Oh, you guys are on mute. I can't hear you.
Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. This is my wife, Jewel. I'm Steve. We've been in since the middle of January. Well, since the event in Vegas in January. Yeah, Tom's right. Lori gave us a call and said, "Hey, you got to see this. Come down to Vegas." And so we took off. We know Lori knows what she's talking about, and we've worked with Lori and Tom a year.
It's probably been about 2 years.
2 years. Yep. But this is absolutely the place to be. It's something that we have never seen in this industry. It's there. It's solid. The right product, the right executive team, the right education. Eric Worre, the right leadership in our upline is awesome. Anytime we have a question, no questions, we can just give them a call. They're there, and we really appreciate Tom and Lori.
You guys are awesome.
We've got some individuals in our team that just helped us kill it. And Dave Wetzel and Dennis Stevens, they stomped on it this month and this last month. And yeah, we made Shaker. We were looking at Mover, and honestly, we were going so fast. We said, let's just go for it. So we hit Shaker, and
it's thanks to our team.
Yeah,
Honestly, you can't do it alone. And so we are so grateful to them. They want to be professionals at what they're doing. It's a family, but it's also a business, and they are such huge support. Love them. And we have fallen in love with this company and fallen in love with the people, and it's home.
Yep, we really appreciate them. And hey, Dave,
Hey, Dave.
Are you on the video?
Yes, but I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep, he is key member of our team. Love him. He's incredible. Public speaker and has a lot of talents to bring to this company and this team.
Yeah, he can really liven things up. We really appreciate him. We're going to really shoot for influencer, and we're pushing Dave and Dennis specifically, and maybe Frankie is also on our team. And we're going to see how fast and how far we can take this right away. Dennis and Dave, we're looking at influencer for them before June. So we're going. We really appreciate this, and thank you very much. Tom, turn it back to you.
I love that. Thank you so much, Stephen Joel. Seriously, I appreciate you guys so much, and it's so amazing to see that the success that you guys are having. What's so interesting is I got on the phone with Stephen Joel right when they hit Mover, and it was a congratulations call. And not really, I was just sitting there on the phone with them, talking them through about their journey to Mover. And Steve literally picks up the phone and goes, Tom, like, Mover's not good enough for hitting Shaker this month, like, end of story, period. And they went out and they smashed it. They didn't exactly know how they were going to do it, but every single time I got on the phone with them, they were like, we're hitting Shaker. We're doing it. We're doing it. I don't care how many people we have to talk to. I don't care how many 10 packs we have to sell. We are going to go out there and do it. And that is a true testament to their leadership and their team's drive to go out there and reach their goals. So I have no doubt that they're going to help Dennis and Dave go out there and achieve their goals. So to you guys and your team, congratulations. I'm super excited for you guys. I cannot wait to reconnect with you guys back or in Vegas come June. Oh, hi. What a cute little baby. I cannot wait to connect with you guys back in June in Vegas and just see the momentum you guys have over the next 90 days. So again, congratulations. We love you from the bottom of our hearts, and I know the rest of the team does too. So moving on to our last leader who has seen, let me tell you, amazing growth. Amazing growth. Not only has this gentleman helped me grow as a human being, he's not only my roommate who wakes me up at sometimes 7 a.m. to hit the gym or meal preps for me to make sure that I'm losing weight and I'm looking good come summertime. Not only did he lose 170 pounds and he wants to go out there and do a bodybuilding show come November, not only has he built successful network marketing companies in the past, this gentleman has created an all-organic team of leaders. And this last month, let me tell you, my man, David Roden, my roommate, the growth that he's had within his team, not only through volume, but through mental, through spiritual, to physical, to emotional growth that his team is seeing on a daily basis is something that I strive to grow from every single day. All right. He not only has hit the rank of Shaker volume-wise, not rank qualification, but volume-wise, commissional volume, he is going out there and shooting for not only himself, but the rest of his team of influencer by convention in June. So, Mr. Road, man, I'm super proud of you, brother. Please tell me what your team's been up to, and go ahead and take it away.
Thank you. Actually, before anything, I want to shout out Tom because I've been gone for the last month straight, and I was so terrified to walk into our apartment and think it was going to be trashed, and it was immaculate. Like, you could smell the Lysol wipes on the countertop, so shout out to you for a clean apartment. I appreciate you. But honestly, it's not about me. That's what's so important about this industry. I really want to just share the gratitude towards my squad because they're killing it. Like Chris, for example, has literally got me on like 3 or 4 calls after 10 o'clock every single night for the last like 3 straight nights. It's just been constant calls to action and movement. So a couple shout outs I want to do. First things first, Joe Smith, Mr. Sloppy Joe, hit and mover. We got Spencer, hit and mover. We got DJ, absolutely on top of the game, hit and mover. We got Jason, hit and producer. Brian, hit and producer. Milton, hit and producer. Scotty Blakesley, hit and builder. And Morgan Mitchell, hit and builder. And so it's been phenomenal. Like, it's crazy to think that, in all honesty, up until last year, network marketing has always been the passion on the emotional side, but it's never been the financial side for me because it's always been the mental transformations because of my weight loss story and because of law of association and all these different people I've learned from. But it really clicked in this company more than anything for me because it was so pure. The product is so pure that it's been such an easy conversation no matter where I'm going, no matter who I'm talking with. The value of the product is so vogue and so big in the marketplace that it just makes sense. And it's been such a confidence booster for me. And I love the comp plan to be the simplest part possible because I love what we talk about. It's influencer and then help people hit influencer. That's the game. That's all it is. Like that is the game that we're doing. And the simplicity is so important about it. You can't hit any rank, but hit influencer and help other people hit influencer. So I know DJ's hitting influencer this month. I know Spencer's hitting influencer this month. Jason, I'm calling you out. You're hitting influencer this month. And so it's incredible. I'm beyond blessed for this team. I'm beyond blessed what we're doing. And June is going to be so much fun because I'm still going to get my 5 a.m. lift in before our events. But I know we're going to be celebrating till 2 in the morning, so it's about to be interesting. It's about to be real interesting. But, guys, I appreciate you so much, and I'll hand it back over to Tom.
David, seriously, I am super proud of you and your team. Just the rank advancements that you just went through is absolutely incredible, especially since it's only a 90-day period. So to see where you're going to be at in the next 90 days is absolutely amazing, dude. And I have no doubt that not only you, but the rest of your team is pushing for that influencer rank, and they're going to hit it. You know, it's so interesting to me because I got these three leaders on this call tonight, and you know, they didn't talk about themselves. They talked about their team and what their team is accomplishing. And again, that's a true testament to each and every single one of you guys on tonight's call. You know, there's an old saying where recognition is a form of currency. However, I truly believe that relationships is a form of currency. You see, it doesn't matter how much money my mom or Lori and I go out there and make. It doesn't matter how much the Harkers make or Roden makes or Dane Prunk makes. What matters is the relationships we build with each and every single one of you guys to go out there and hit the ranks that you want to hit, to help you reach that goal that's going to go out there and change your life. I don't care if it's $200 a month or $2,000 a month. Whatever it is, it's important to us. And if it's important to you, it's important to us. So with that, guys, again, this is not about me. This is not about Lori. This is a true call for you guys to have the opportunity to meet someone that has been a mentor to us, someone that we have been able to meet, someone that we've been able to watch and observe go out there and literally build empires within the network marketing industry. You see, and what is that going to take? You see, effort is important. However, the most important effort is called organized effort, meaning as a team together, we are out there shooting for the exact same goal. thinking about the exact same goal and taking all out massive action for the exact same goal. And by doing that, we create a mastermind where our energies are combined and we go out there and we hit these goals. So what I want to do is I want to pass it back to Lori. You know, obviously she's our fearless leader. She keeps my head on straight. She tells me what calls to be on, what time to be on them. And I can't honestly say enough about the growth that she's helped me have from the age of 19 years old, just a young, dumb college student who was arrogant and just wanted to make a lot of money, to the man I am today. So I want to introduce Lori Court back onto this call to introduce our special guest speaker. And John, before she introduces you, from me and the rest of the team, I just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here with us tonight. We have a lot of people fired up, ready to change their lives, and they're ready to learn from you. So thank you. So Lori, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Tom. So we're working on two things. I've raised you since you were 0, not 19, and you'll get the call schedule down eventually. So yeah, so guys, I'm very, very excited. And I actually, I don't want to take any time other than to say that when I first heard John's story, which I really hope that he'll share with you tonight, I was blown away by the accomplishments that, you know, I don't even want to take away from it by saying anything except for just open your ears and open your mind and understand that one of the things I love about this industry is that it's non-biased. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter young, old, fat, skinny, black, white, green, purple, yellow. None of it matters. It only matters that you have a desire. And when you have that desire, anything is possible. And I loved his story, like honestly, authentically loved his story when I heard it. And so I really am going to let him take the stage. I'm going to let him share his piece and leave you guys with some tidbits. Guys, we've talked kind of as a little bit of a team earlier today. We couldn't get everybody on. However, our team mantra running into the Rumble is focus. That's it. Okay, focus is our team word. And that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to laser focus in and help every single one of you get there. And I'm sure John will have a couple words of wisdom on how to accomplish it. So, Mr. Mallott, are you with us? Can you hear me okay?
I am here.
Yay,
I'm here.
okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And it's all yours.
Well, you guys, I had a specific thing I was going to talk about, but I've decided not to talk about what I came on the call to talk about because after hearing the team speak, this is what I love. This is the reason why I'm in this profession. You know, this is a team sport, and I would not do well in an individual sport. And having the ability to, you know, look, I'm weak in so many areas. And the beauty of building a business like this, I've been able to find people that are strong where I'm weak. And you guys obviously are completing one another, not competing with one another. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be on the call. I'm excited to hear, you know, from some of you for the first time. Lori and Tom, your leadership obviously is clear. You know, I can see, you know, I have an interesting perspective because I can kind of see overall, I can see everything that's happening in the organization. But you guys definitely are smashing it. So, you know, hats off to what you're doing as an organization. I'm hearing it from the team. And one thing I'm getting from Lori and Tom also is everything is about the organization. Everything is about the team. I get a lot of calls from people to speak on their calls. Even, look, not just in Euphoria, but outside of Euphoria. I get calls from other companies, even outside of network marketing. I do a lot of speaking. I just was in Germany for our Build Your Empire brand that's exploding all over the world. But I get so many calls, and you can tell right away the philosophy of that leader. And a lot of times it's me, myself, and I. And part of the reason why I'm on this call tonight, and it is Taco Tuesday. I don't know if you guys know this. This is a national holiday that I celebrate every Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. So for me to be postponing my Taco Tuesday, it means that I got a call from people that I respect, and their communication with me was out of respect for their team and wanting the team to grow and benefit. So I don't know how much you're going to benefit from me being on the call because it seems like you guys are doing it very well without me. I don't want to mess anything up. So I'll tell you my story. I'll give you a couple of things that I did that maybe help you, may not. I don't know. But First off, I don't have all the things that society says you're supposed to have to be successful. I don't have a college degree. I don't even have a high school diploma. And you know how society has a way of putting people in boxes? Could be the color of your skin. It could be your age, your gender. In my case, was my lack of education. I ended up doing exactly what society expected from a 10th grade dropout. I found myself working over at the General Electric plant. I'm a custodial engineer. I have a title too. Yeah, I'm a janitor. I was sweeping another man's floors, scrubbing another man's toilets. I'm frustrated. I'm working paycheck to paycheck. I'm struggling to keep up with the big mouth promises I made to family, friends, and bill collectors. I was just getting nowhere very, very fast. I felt like a hamster on a wheel, man. I'm running. Every now and then I get off the wheel. I call in slick. I look around. I'm like, man, I'm in the exact same spot. But like any good hamster, what do? We get back on the wheel because we've been programmed and conditioned to do what we're told. Go to school so you get a good education. The good education that gets you a good job. Then when it's all said and done, you get to go greet at Walmart. I started to look and realize that the path that most people were on, or the people that were coming before me, it wasn't a path that I wanted to stay in. I didn't know for sure, but something inside of me told me there was something better. There had to be a better way. Now the challenge is when, I won't go too too deep down this road for a lot of you guys who don't know me yet. But when I was 15 years old, I had my first felony arrest. I actually robbed a movie theater at 15 years old at gunpoint, and that set a series of things into motion. First off, I found myself locked up in detention facilities for most of my young life. By the time I'm released, the crack cocaine epidemic had hit our neighborhood pretty hard. By 17 years old, I have a heart attack from smoking cocaine. So you kind of get a picture of where I was. I wasn't born in the house with the Rolls Royce already in the garage. And I thought that's what you had to be successful. In my neighborhood, there were two types of people. There was a capitalist and there was a consumer. And I thought I wanted to be the capitalist, but they had the big rims on the car. They looked good, the girls, all that stuff. But it didn't take me long to realize that they were heading down the same road as the consumer. I was the consumer. I liked the product too much and it almost killed me. But thank God, because sometimes the things that seem like they're your biggest curse, at least for me, it turned out to be my biggest blessing. Being locked in a facility because of a drug problem would seem like the worst thing that could happen to you. When I left that facility, all I owned was the tennis shoes on my feet, the jeans, and the sweatshirt. That was it. I already destroyed all the relationships in my life. I was destroying myself every single day. But the blessing was I met a man in that facility who saw more in me than I saw in myself. Think about this for a minute. I come from a household. I've got a sister. She died at 21 years old from a heroin overdose. I have a brother who's 2 years younger than me. It's amazing that he's still alive. He's had a heroin addiction most of his life. And one person out of the three had made a decision, but it happened because I found myself in a facility where somebody really saw more of me than I saw myself. The reason why I've gravitated to this profession is because people saw more in me than I saw in myself. I had mentors that said, look, you can become something. You can do something. I had mentors that said, look, I can teach anybody book smarts. I can teach anybody business skills because we can pick up a book. I can teach you business skills, anybody. But what I can't teach everybody is street smarts. And they eventually convinced me that I actually had an advantage in the marketplace. It took a long time. I remember Les Brown one time said, jump and the net will appear. Well, I jumped and the dang net didn't show up. I bounced off the pavement like 15 times before the net ever showed up. And it's crazy because Les Brown was my mentor via books and audios. And, fast forward 10 years after I first picked up a book by Les Brown, I ended up writing a book called The Power of One with Les Brown. So amazing things can happen in a very short period of time, but it takes people, it takes a team. And you guys obviously are focused on building the foundation. The foundation is the critical piece. And you guys know this. If you build your house on shifting sands, you know where your house is going to end up. So you're building your house on a foundation of teamwork. And that's one of the 5 pillars that I've built the entire organization. I've been fortunate that, the last company that we were part of, we had 323,000 distributors in 8 countries. Our team was doing about $220 million in revenue. So I've got a lot of recognition from that. And it was cool that, that personally I made tens of millions of dollars, but that's not the big story. The team made hundreds of millions of dollars during that time. The team made hundreds. That's the story I want people to tell. I have a tattoo, legacy, Mallott legacy on the arm. And it's not about the money. It's about what the money can do. I realized at a certain point that to get my daughter out of the neighborhood that I grew up in, and that was destructive to me, and it was for sure destructive to the females, I knew that I had to change the Mallott family tree, because my father chose not to do it. His father before him chose not to do it. And we couldn't find anyone in the lineage that even graduated high school in the family. I was being conditioned and programmed to go work in a steel mill. And anyhow, we can go on and on this topic, guys, but I don't want to bore you to death. But listening to Lori and Tom and how they leave the business, and then listening to Dane. And Dane, I'm watching Dane right now. Dane's got me pumped up, man. He's got more energy watching this event than anybody I've ever seen on a Taco Tuesday night. Dane, I appreciate that, brother. And then, of course, Steve and Jewel, you guys are smashing it. And I know it's just the beginning. That's what I get excited about, because think about this for a second. We're 3 months into this deal. I mean, 3 months. We haven't even scratched the scratch of what's possible here, where this thing is going. This is the crown jewel of this profession. I don't know if you understand this for sure, but I was semi-retired. I was on the sidelines for 16 months. And then I got a call from Eric Worre, who I started in this profession with. Eric Worre, man, I'm dating myself, 20 some years ago. And when Eric told me, he said, look, Terry LaCour is about to launch what I believe is going to be the crown jewel of this profession. This profession's never seen anything like it. But he said it's not just about this profession. He started talking about what it would do to the nutrition industry as a whole. And look, I'm a guy who loves disruption. I love the idea of disrupting, not for the sake of causing problems, which I used to disrupt in a negative type of way to cause problems. I love the idea of disrupting a taxi industry that got complacent, that didn't live up to the demands that the consumer, that didn't take care of their customers. You guys follow me? Airbnb. I can go when Netflix disrupted the entire movie industry. You started to see, that you can disrupt a marketplace and bring positivity. You can bring more opportunity. You can bring amazing advancements and benefits to the end user. Guys, we're disrupting an industry that needs to be disrupted. The days of blind nutrition, the days of guessing, the days of one size fits all. Look, we're all smart enough to realize that's not the reality of the situation. And then when you take a look at, someone said it, maybe it was David. I heard one of you guys said about the relevancy. Like we've got something relevant here. This is a sign of the times. We're delivering the future, or at least the next generation. You look at, it was Google who put $3.5 billion into 23andMe to do DNA tests, to just do DNA tests. And think about that. Millions and millions of people have already started on the swabbing thing. The marketplace has already been educated for us. Now it's just up to us to come in. Look, there's gold in the mine. We just got to walk in the mine and take it out. Anyway, so what I will tell you this real quick from a leadership standpoint, there's really 4 basic elements of leadership that I believe. Now there's more. My good buddy John Maxwell wrote a book, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. But I'm going to give you 4 basic elements of leadership that I'm already seeing here. And because of listening to you guys, I want to share this with you because it's already, the foundation is already developing. Number 1, intensity. That passion. I heard it from the speakers before me talking about passion, intensity, drive, energy, guys. People are attracted to energy. I once had a mentor say, catch on fire with enthusiasm and people will come from miles around to watch you burn. Look, just pick it up a notch, just a little bit. Just be a little more enthusiastic than the guy sitting next to you. Matter of fact, nobody wants to be around the drag. I'm talking about how many people know someone when they walk in the room darkens, it dims, and it's like, here he comes again. And of course, we know his foot hurts and the weather sucks and the economy's no good and the president's no good. And, everybody's, what I'm talking about. I want to be around people with energy, man. You can feel, it's not what they say, it's what you feel when you're around them. You guys get this stuff. So passion, and I tell people a lot of times, you don't always get to pick your passion. I didn't know this was going to be my place. I didn't know this was going to be my passion. I just saw that there's a massive gaping hole in the marketplace. And I've been around entrepreneurship long enough to realize that if you can fill a gaping hole in the marketplace, you can pretty much write your own ticket. 2020, they're talking about this being a $600 billion industry that came out of nowhere. Like it just poof, arrived. And here we are on the cutting edge. We're talking to leaders of massive nutrition companies that are trying to figure out how to retool, but they got massive machines, guys. It's like trying to steer the Titanic away from the iceberg. You can't do it overnight. We're like a speedboat making decisions quickly. By the time they come, by the time they retool, by the time they bring a product that they can actually scale, like we have a product you can actually scale in the marketplace. By the time they do that, we're so far ahead, they can't even see our dust anymore. We're launching new products into the marketplace. Look, it's not going to be long before we're bringing, products for children to the marketplace. I have a vision that one day we'll swab babies when they're born, and we won't guess about which vaccine they should have. We won't guess about should they have some type of supplementation. Here's what I know for sure. If there's a hurricane coming towards your house, you're going to fortify the weak areas. You're going to board the windows. You're going to put some sandbags around the house. We have DNA tests now that you don't have to guess on generational variances. People go to the doctor and the doctor asks them questions. I don't even know because I don't know my great great grandfather. I don't know the lineage. I don't know what's been told. I know that my dad could have a brain tumor and he comes from a generation that he wouldn't even tell you. My dad could be sick every day and you would never even know it. I don't know if anybody can relate to that generation, that they could be hurt, they could be, in trouble, and they don't speak on it. But what we got now, we have DNA tests that can tell you exactly what's going on in your lineage and where you should be fortifying, where you should be shoring some things up. Why wouldn't you do this? This is about anti-aging. This is about living longer. This is about having a better life. I mean, we're delivering life to people. We're delivering potential longevity to people. We're just telling people, look, I'm here. The hurricane is coming. We're all going to face a hurricane at some point in our life. Let me help you fortify the weaknesses now so we can get through when it does happen. Or maybe we avoid it altogether. Anyways, so intensity is number one. Number two is competence. You don't climb ranks unless there's a level of competence. I didn't say arrogance. You don't have to be a rocket science. For sure, I'm not. For me, everything's got to be dumbed down to its lowest common denominator. No fancy footwork. I don't need all this extra crap. It's unnecessary. There's only a few things I have to do real well, and I'm going to wrap up with that. But competence. You don't have to be great. You don't have to be great. I had a mentor say it all the time. You don't have to be great to start, but you've got to start to be great. Now, you guys have already started. We're only 3 months into this gig. I can't wait to see what happens by the time we get to the June conference. Philosophy. The next part of leadership is, what is your philosophy? I did a training in Miami on, I don't know, everything's a blur. I went from Germany, then I went to Miami, and I spoke at a internet marketing mastermind deal. And I talked about philosophy. I said, all of my results, I used to be frustrated by my results, by the results I was getting, until I started to catch on because of mentors that my results were coming from my behavior. My behavior came from my attitude. My attitude came from my beliefs, and my beliefs came from my philosophy or my thinking. And so if I wanted to change my results, I couldn't work on my attitude because that wasn't where it was all coming from. I couldn't work on the behavior. I had to work on the thinking, the philosophies that created all those things that led to my results. So here's the philosophy I'm hearing from this team right now. The philosophy is very clear that this is about a team. It's not a me, myself, and I philosophy. A team philosophy will take you much farther, will grow you much bigger, will allow you to duplicate into states and then eventually into countries. Look, guys, we're going into other countries. I've been part of opening up other countries, and I would watch, the income of the team. Some of our guys were, we'd open up one country and I'd watch their checks go up $20,000, $50,000 per month, just opening up another country. So this philosophy is about the team, getting the team paid, making sure the team is happy, make sure the team is getting what they need, getting fed, getting mentored, getting guidance. And then number four, and this is a big part of leadership, nobody talks about it, it's activity. And the activity is the thing that's controllable. When I drop my daughter off at school, we have a morning ritual. We do it every single morning. And I say, baby, what kind of day are you going to have? And she says, Daddy, I'm going to have a great day. And I say, why? She says, because if it is to be, it's up to me. She says, it's karma. What I put out there is what's coming back. And then I say, baby, there's two things you can control today. What are those? You can control a lot of things, but there's two things for sure you can control today. What are those two things? She says, Daddy, it's my attitude and my activity. My attitude and my activity. Same thing in this business, guys. There's people right now that are not rank advancing in this company, outside this company, because they're not in control or they're not taking responsibility for the controlling of the activity that's necessary. What you guys have chosen to do is say, I can take control. I can do a little bit of activity. I can watch Netflix tonight, and while I'm watching Netflix, I can send out 15 exposures via text messages. We got high-tech tools today that allow us to do amazing things. David, you can build a Fortune 500 company right from the comfort of your apartment. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't, the tool, look, this tool right here, we're communicating for free on Taco Tuesday tonight for free through Zoom. We could have people on here from other countries, wouldn't cost a nickel. We couldn't have done this five years ago. You see what now we can move with speed and accuracy and precision and efficiently. Anyway, the last thing I'm gonna say, then I'm gonna get out of you guys' hair so I can go enjoy Taco Tuesday tonight. I appreciate, number one, I appreciate this team. I appreciate what you guys are doing. We already talked about activity. Number two, how many influencers? You guys are already on it. All I focus on is how much, how fast. Let's get you to influencer as quickly as possible because that sets the stage for the rest of the team. And then let's become an influence manufacturing plant, an influencer manufacturing factory. That's it. You get to influencer, and then what do we do from there? We teach to teach. We teach how we did it. All we do over and because you guys know every single rank inside this compensation plan you can hit by creating influencers. That's all I'm focusing on all day long. How do we create more influencers? I want influencers popping like popcorn all over this deal. And you guys were already heading down that road. By June, you guys should march in with an army of influencers ready to rock. And then finally, event registration. You guys have already started talking about this. I don't need to go any further. Just make sure you've got your team there in June. Some of the things that are about to be laid out for Euphoria. I mean, I've got a little bit of an inside track, and I got to be quiet because Ron Williams will censor me if I start telling the secrets. So I'm just going to tell you that you're going to walk in one way, but you're going to come out completely different. Some of you guys won't need a plane to get home. I'm telling you, everything is being pulled out for this company. We are not just disrupting network marketing, guys. I don't even talk about network marketing because we're disrupting an entire industry, guys, an entire industry, $600 billion industry. We're at the forefront on it. If you can get that, if you understand that, then waking up every single day excited, waking up with some intensity, going out here and telling people about what we're doing, the direction we're going, making sure you're registered for the convention and making sure everybody else is, becomes a no-brainer, guys. I appreciate you guys having me on the line tonight. Thank you for putting up with me. Lori, Tom, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, John. Dane, I'm actually going to let you close it out.
All right, can you hear me? All right. Oh, my God. Who else is stoked? Who else loves John's story? Anybody? Show of hands. Interactive little thing here. Yes. John, you're killing it, man. I can't articulate how much I resonate with your story. You're got a few years on me, but I foresee a lot of hardship turning into a lot of impact. And that's on a personal note, but I know that these guys here sitting in the room with me are the most excited about what this can do for the people we don't even know yet. A few months ago, I think it was last year at the GoPro Recruiting Mastery, after that, our boy Luke Hessler had some advice that he got from Eric Worre. And it was, Eric's like, okay, you're planning on making 7 figures a year. Do you know the people that you're going to do that with? And Luke's like, yeah, I know this guy and this guy and this guy, and we're going to do this and that. And Eric's like, no, stop, hold on. If you're really going to do that, you have to realize you don't know those people yet. The people who are going to be in your organization are not here yet. You have to open your mind, right? So for me, for us, it's not just the people on this call right now. When I was introduced to this industry 7 years ago, I was introduced to a company at like year 7, and it was still a great opportunity. It was still changed my life, like absolutely altered my whole trajectory. So with this company, I'm looking at the economic depression that's coming because it's going to happen again, bears and bulls, right? So it's coming, and it's going to be huge. And right now, 33% of people have a side hustle, and I think when the economy goes down, network marketing is going to go up. That's a whole nother tipping point that we're part of, right? So in month number 3 of pre-launch, this is a pretty good opportunity. I'm just saying, and it doesn't entitle you to anything to be here right now. It doesn't entitle you to $1 million a year 5 years from now, but it gives you an opportunity that people 5 years from now will not have. If your name wasn't shouted out on this call because you didn't rank advance, or you were just short of your volume and you could have got there but you didn't, or you were shouted out but it wasn't the rank you had in mind, do the work. Do the work now. Live the way that that others won't now, so that you can live the way that others can't tomorrow. Like John was saying, this industry is going to be a $600 billion industry projected by next year. Pretend this is a waterfall coming over the edge of the cliff. Our job is not to stop the waterfall. Our job is to redirect even just 1% of $600 billion, right, is just to redirect into our bucket. So stop overcomplicating things, thinking, how am I gonna drink this whole waterfall? You don't need the whole waterfall. You just need 1%, and you need to help others understand how they can do the same thing. This call for me has been life-changing. John, I can't tell you how much we appreciate you. Like, this is amazing. There's clapping in the background here because we're on fire. This is awesome. Appreciate you so much. I can't wait to meet you in Vegas. You got a big old hug coming from me, and I know you got one coming from David Rosen too, because that guy's a hugging monster. I'm just saying, Taco Tuesday. John, we got to have Taco Tuesdays in the future, apparently, because this is a big deal.
Taco Tuesday serious in my house.
Yeah. This is amazing. I look forward to the future. I look forward to making memories with all of you guys. I know that everyone who made it on this call is taking this seriously, taking this to a whole other level, and I wish you nothing but the best. If you have any questions that I can help with, reach out to me. Tom, Lori, and David, and anybody who's on this call is willing to help. And I wanted to emphasize that John Mallott's a busy man. John Mallott's a busy man, and that you can see why. It doesn't take much time with John Mallott to really gain some value. So keep in mind that we're all on a team, and keep in mind that he may be busy, but he's here now, and he might be back. He might be back in a month from now, right? We might be setting up some more calls here in the future and plugging in together as a team. So keep that in mind as a little motivation. If you're not here by yourself, you might be here alone. I spent 7 years on an island. You might be here alone, but you're never here by yourself. Keep that in mind. Do what you need to do now. Don't give up. If you quit, you fail. Don't give up. If temporary defeat and failure are not the same thing. So if you got to hold on and slow down and rest for a minute, do that. But do not quit, because there's two types of people. There's the people in 5 years who's going to say, I'm glad I did it. And there's the other type that's going to say, oh, I wish I did. And I've been the second one a few times, and it's not fun. It's not fun. I've showed up to events before, seen people on stage, and I thought, that should have been me. And it will be this time. And I hope the same for you guys. I hope you guys actually do something with this. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it. And the only thing worse, the only thing more painful than what's uncomfortable now, the only thing more painful than talking to people and recruiting people and going out of your comfort zone, the only thing more painful than that is regret. And the thing about regret is you never see it coming until it's too late. So do what you need to now, because you deserve it, because your family deserves it, and because this company deserves it. This industry deserves it. Never be ashamed of what we're associated with, because this company changes lives daily. Daily. It doesn't matter about money. What matters is philosophy. You just heard it from the man himself. The philosophy that not only I, but the philosophy that we have derived from this is going to change the world. I'm done. I'm a little lit. I could go on, but I won't. You guys are amazing. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. John, enjoy your tacos, brother. Have an extra one for me. Yes.
Everybody, have a great night. We love you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.